everybody, hope you guys are doing well. My name is Faiza Inam and welcome back to my new video. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a fashion, beauty and a lifestyle blogger, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you the difference between bronzing and contouring. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so let's get into the video right away. I've already put on the foundation on my face, meaning that I've already put on the foundation, the concealer, the powder. I've already done everything. I have even done my eyes, I've even done my lips, but the only thing I haven't done is contouring and bronzing and the blush and the highlighter, because those are the things that you add towards the very end. So the focus of the video is bronzing and contouring, so those are the things I'm going to be focusing on. And for those of you who want to understand how to get that 3D look, how to get that sculpted face, how to add some warmth to your face, I will discuss that in today's video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the video. Okay guys, so let's start with the bronzer. What exactly is a bronzer? Bronzer usually comes in a powder form. It can also come in a liquid form, but I've always used the ones in a powder form, and that's what I prefer. Bronzer usually adds warmth to your face. It'll not sculpt your face, it'll not give you that highlighted cheekbone or the highlighted jawline that you're looking for, but it will make the area very warm and it'll make it stand out a little, make it a little shimmery. It'll give it that little glow that you're looking for. If you're wearing your foundation, I either see people using contour, or I either see people using bronzer, or I see people using both. But I've never seen people just wear foundation as it is. I've always seen people wear either of the two, and you need that, otherwise your face will look very flat and very pale like it is right now. I'm going to be using the one by Charlotte Tilbury. The one that I have is the Foam Star Bronze and Glow. So this one has the highlighter and the bronzer. That's the highlighter, but we're focusing on the bronzer today. So this is the bronzer, so I'm going to go ahead and apply that. I'm going to be using the angled brush. It looks like this. I'm going to take some and dab it on my arm, so just so I don't get too much. And I'm going to be adding it here. I already added just a little. I was testing it out before the video. You guys can't see too much because I haven't added that much, but I'm going to be adding it now. And even now you guys will see the difference, but not too much difference, because I'm not sculpting the face, so you guys are not going to see a major difference, but I'll make the area very warm. So guys, I'm going to take some, I'm going to dab some, and before I put it on, I just wanted to give you a very important tip when it comes to contouring and bronzing. I have done that in the past and I've learned my lesson. Of course, I used to brush downwards like this, and that just literally took away the idea of bronzing and contouring, because you are focusing on the cheekbone. If you're focusing on the cheekbone, your cheekbone's right here, so you're supposed to always brush upwards like this. If you start brushing down, you're gonna make this whole area warm, and it's going to make your cheeks look warm, and the focus is not on the cheeks, the focus is on your cheekbone. So make sure you're always brushing upwards. Again, I'm gonna take some and I'm gonna apply it right away. You guys can't see too much, and you guys are not supposed to see too much because it's bronzing, and that's like the whole idea of it. This is if you don't want to do contouring, if you don't want to get that 3D sculpted face, but you still want this area to look warm and you don't want a pale face, that's when you will do bronzing. But now I'm also gonna go ahead and add it on my forehead, and I'm also going to go ahead and add it on my jawline. And I'm gonna use a different brush, and I'm gonna do my nose as well. So for the brush, I'm going to be using the chiseled brush. I'm going to be listing out all the brushes here. So guys, I always get most of my brushes from Morphe, mainly because whenever I go to Morphe and whenever I go to one of the associates, they're able to guide me with the right brush, and they're always able to give me the right brush that I'm looking for, whether it's for blush, whether it's for highlight. They'll be like, okay, use this brush or try this brush. And you need that if you're new to makeup, if you've been learning makeup over the years and you want to make sure you're doing the makeup right. You need someone to tell you what brush to use at times. So for the angled brush, I use it for contouring and for bronzing, but for the nose, I'm going to be using the chiseled brush, and I find this better than the small brush that everyone's using on YouTube when it comes to contouring the nose. So again, I'm going to take some bronzer and I'm just going to add it on the side of my nose, and I'm still able to see the difference here as well. A lot of people think that they can't see the difference between the bronzing and no bronzing, but I definitely can. It's definitely making my area stand out. And guys, just to summarize, I have my bronzer on and I don't have anything on this side, but I have the bronzer on this side. I've done my nose, I've done my cheekbones, I've done my jawline, I've done my forehead, and it has just made the area more warm. it hasn't really sculpted my face, it hasn't made it more defined, or it hasn't made it more 3D, but it just does the job. And I usually wear a bronzer when I don't have time to do contouring, because contouring can take a bit of more time. I do this because I don't want to leave my house looking flat. My face will look very flat if I just have the foundation on. So if I'm not doing contouring, I'm going to be doing bronzing, and bronzing just makes the area warm, make it a highlight, because it does have a little bit of a highlighter in it as well, so it'll make it stand out that way. Guys, let's move on to contouring, which is one of my favorite parts of makeup. So contouring makes the area more defined and sharp. It's much heavier than bronzing. I usually prefer contouring over bronzing because it gives me more of a defined shape. It gives me that cheekbone that I'm looking for, but you need more time to do it as well. So if I'm leaving the house and if I'm in a hurry, usually it'll be a bronzer. But if it's a night outlook, or if I'm doing something, if I'm getting a photo shoot done, or if I'm just going out to a party or whatever, I have to make sure I'm doing contouring. And if I have the time during the day to do contouring, I would, but usually I end up doing bronzer because it's generally much faster. Again, like I said, it makes the areas more defined and sharp, and it's much heavier than a bronzer. Guys, when it comes to contouring, I've always been using the cream contour by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've been using these 3 colors. I usually mix them because they're very similar. They're not that different. I use them to draw or to make more defined lines, and then I brush them to blend everything in. So let's begin with the colors, and I'm going to show you how exactly I do this. And this is very important because the colors are very much alike. I kind of just end up mixing them together. And I'm gonna start with my cheekbones. And guys, when it comes to the cheekbone, try to feel where your cheekbones are. So my cheekbone is right here. This is very important. The reason why I'm saying that is I've come a long way when it comes to contouring. I used to do it totally wrong. I'm not a makeup artist, but I've learned tips here and there just to make my contouring better. I used to start here and I would go all the way down, and it would just go down here, and it would literally kill the whole idea of contouring, because contouring is supposed to stay on your cheekbone. I'm gonna feel where my cheekbone is, and I'm gonna stay up here. I'm not gonna go all the way down. Okay, so I want to make sure it's just a little bit more dark. And for this, I'm using this brush is for cream contouring. It's Morphe M164. I'm going to be listing all the brushes and all the products I'm using in the description box below. And don't forget your forehead, your nose, and your jawline. I'm going to go down to my jawline. And you need to do the jawline as well. That's very important, guys. The reason why I'm saying that is it gives you that jawline that you're looking for, that jawline effect that everyone wants nowadays. And I'm going to stop in the middle because I've done bronzing on this part. Okay, so let's move on to blend. I'm going to use a chiseled brush that I used for my nose when I was bronzing. And the reason why I'm using this first, or I'm using this before the other blending brush, is because I want my lines to be more defined, and this will help me achieve that. So again, I'm brushing upwards when it comes to the cheekbones. Always brush upwards, guys. See how it's blending in so well. I love the way it's turning out. And I'm gonna do the same thing with my nose. I know a lot of people use a smaller brush for the nose, but this just gives me more of a defined line than the brush, and I feel like that actually ends up spreading down as well, so that's really hard for me to do. This works so much better, and I just love this brush. Again, I got this from Morphe, and they have amazing brushes. I'm always getting brushes from there. I just go there just to shop for brushes. I know they have like makeup, they have like the eyeshadows and the lipsticks and everything else, but I just go there for the brushes because they're the best. Now I'm going to use this brush that I have. I got it from a set. If you have any brush like that or similar to this, you can use this as well. Now I'm just going to blend everything here just so it looks even. For this video, I'm using the powder contour as well, but usually on normal days I wear the bronzer on top of the contour. But for this video, because I want to show you the difference between the two, I'm going to be using the powder contour. I have set from BH Cosmetics. I've had it for a while. I just use this color, and this is a very dark chocolatey color. I'm gonna just use a little. I'm not gonna use a lot because a little goes a lot way. It'll literally make your face very dark, so be very careful. I'm gonna be using the same brush. Just gonna dab this and I'm gonna brush it away. And when I'm putting it on, I just want to be careful not to put on too much because it can look a lot. So guys, now that I have the bronzer and the contour on, I'm gonna show you the difference. I'm pretty sure you guys are able to see some yourselves, but I'm gonna show you the difference that I see. So when it comes to the bronzing, I do see that this area is very warm, and that's where the bronzer is. But this area is also warm, but it's a little more darker because I had the contour on, but it looks like I'm able to see my cheekbones. So my cheekbones are very much standing out here, and same goes with my jawline. I feel like this area is very warm, but I'm not able to see my jawline. Here I am, and when you look at my nose, I feel like my nose is very symmetrical here, but here I'm not able to see any shape. Again, it just looks warm, but I don't see any shape. I know this is not part of the tutorial, but because I'm done, I just wanted to go ahead and add my blush as well. Just gonna add a little just so I'm able to finish my face. And I'm also gonna go ahead and do my highlighter as well. For the highlighter, I'm using the one from the Charlotte Tilbury's Film Star Bronze and Glow. I always forget that name. I always have to look at the back to read the name. Anyways, I'm just gonna stay up here. And guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope I was able to teach you some tips and tricks on contouring and bronzing. If you guys are new to makeup, then I hope this tutorial helps as well. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to check out my other channels as well, which is TikTok and Instagram. And guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.